You may be losing some of your YouTube audience to your competition. That could be lack of your videos. They may not really necessarily vibe with your style at the current moment, and that's why you need to show them. And in this video, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to show you how you can retarget anybody who has watched any YouTube video on your channel. Let's go ahead and get after it. What up, homies? It's Ryan Strong with the Channel Junkies. And like I said, I'm going to show you how you can retarget your audience with YouTube ads. And I know a lot of you are going to have a lot of questions based on what we preach and what we practice here. And trust me, I have done this. I have the data to show you this. But in this video, I'm not necessarily going to go into a lot of the ad building, but I'm going to show you how to specifically connect your YouTube channel to a Google Ads audience so you can start doing the audience building. And I'm going to show you the power of that as well. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in. The first thing that we need to go over is the what and the why. All right, why are we doing this, right? Now, I kind of briefly mentioned some of this stuff, but I want to go ahead and get into some of this. So why would you run retargeting ads to people who have watched your channel? Now you're like, well, they've already either subscribed to my channel, which kind of tells me they do or don't like me, right? And they've maybe watched some videos. That means they like me, right? Well, not necessarily. Hey, look, life happens, things happen. They may find somebody else. All right. So there's a lot of things that could happen with your audience and who's watching your videos. Okay. So here's a couple things to consider, right? Number one, up here, you can stay in front, as kind of what I was just talking about. Life happens. Audiences can drop off. Your audience does have a life cycle, okay? They may have forgot your name or just be off YouTube for a while. Make sure you stay in front of them, okay? Next they're gonna have is a local update. Provide them with a local update video that can be about new things happening in the community or in the city or the local real estate market to get them back to your channel, okay? So you can do these things. What I mean by the local update, and again, I'm not going to get into too much of building an ad or ad structure in this video, but if you were to, like, let's say you're doing a local update, for instance, and it was something along the lines of, and I'm going to use my main market, Honolulu, Hawaii, for this example, but it was something along the lines of, there's tons of new things happening here in the city of Mililani. Mililani, as you may have seen or not have on my channel. And if you haven't, you can definitely go check that out. We got vlog tours, community vlog tours on our channel. We have a whole playlist about the city of Mililani. If you're considering moving there, you should go check that out. But so you see what I did there? I introduced it as there's tons of new things happening. And then I said, here's what we have to offer on my channel. You can go check it out. We have this entire playlist. You can see the communities. You can see homes. You got this entire playlist on our channel. All right. Then now I'm getting back in front of somebody who has probably already seen a video, and then they're like, oh, you know, if you have a new video, hey, we actually just put out a new video on our channel where we are driving through Mililani so that you can actually see the neighborhoods. You can use these subtle calls to action to inform people of what you have to offer on your channel. Okay, same thing with real estate market, those types of things. We just put out a new video of what's happening specifically in Mililani's real estate market because it is totally different from what's going on the other side of the island, right? These are things that you can do as ads to provide a local update, again, to keep somebody with you. You can also do this to build a new audience. Okay, so yes, this is a retargeting ad, but what Google has, so if you've ever run a Facebook ad or you may have even heard this, Facebook has what's called lookalike audiences. In Google and YouTube, they call them similar audiences. Now, if you've seen any new Google and YouTube updates, in August of 2023, their actual similar audience building is going away, but that doesn't mean that you can't still find a similar audience, okay? They actually have it in the ad set targeting that you have to check a box to say, yes, go ahead and find my similar audience. And I'm going to explain that a little bit more later. The next piece is appointment booking, right? You can run an ad that says, hey, look, we know that you've seen our channel and you're considering making that move here, and we'd love to hop on a call with you. You can click that link right there, and this is going to be a quick 30-minute call dedicated to you and any questions you may have. And then right then and there, this is a way that you could get some leads coming into your funnels, okay? So this isn't impossible. I'm telling you, all of these I have done. I have data on all of these, right? So one big channel that I know, one big channel, it says channel right there. One big question that I know that is going to come up, and if you're following us for a while, you know that we have said do not run ads from your channel. It will kill it. It will. I've seen it. I've seen somebody else who I was coaching, and then they kind of fell off, and then they went rogue and did a couple of their own things, which we don't recommend, and they ran ads on their channel. And for a little bit, it kind of did prop the video up, but in the long run, video died, channel starts to crumble. It doesn't look good for your YouTube algorithm. So what do I mean by where do we run these ads from? And you have an advertising channel. So you can see my two examples right here. My left, this one right here is my main organic channel. Okay. Every video on here, organic audience building. All right. And then this is the lookalike channel for me, or the advertising channel. And you can see it's very, very similar. I changed a few things in my banner, but for the most part, I'm not driving people here. When my ads, if they're videos that are trying to get people to this channel, there's no button, there's no call to action. I want them to find it naturally. Okay. I want them to go, oh shit. And they can go on YouTube and search for whatever I was talking about. Right. So you can see very, very similar. This channel logo is exactly the same. Channel name is the same. All right. I want them to feel like they saw this ad, and then when they went to actually search it, it looks exactly the same as what they saw. Okay, so a little bit of stuff going on there. But this is what you would do. You would not run them from your main channel. All right, so I want to kind of break this down Barney style for you. If you're like me, you kind of need pictures and these things to illustrate things. Not an idiot. That's just kind of how my brain works. And so I like to draw these things out for you. So your main channel, right? Remember, I just showed you I have a main channel and an advertising channel. Your main channel is going to start to build an organic audience, okay? These are people coming to your main channel organically, finding you. Now, when you link your channel to Google Ads, you can link your main channel and your main audience, and you can also link your ads channel. You can link this one to Google Ads, and you can link this one to Google Ads. Matter of fact, you can link as many channels as you want to the same Google Ads account. Now, what happens here is to build a similar audience. They're taking your main audience. These people have a demographic. Google has algorithms and AI that figure all these things out. That's how the YouTube algorithm works anyway, right? And the YouTube algorithm, if you get a video that is suggested, when that video is suggested, they are trying to find you a similar audience, okay? So now when you have these two channels linked to the same account and you're running an ad retargeting to this main audience right here, and you click that button that I mentioned that says advanced targeting, and you want them to go ahead and find that similar audience, what happens is, again, I'm going to start over here. You have your core, okay, your core audience. And then when you use that feature, what it then does is it says, okay, we know who these people are based on the channel, the analytics, and who we know who they are as a demographic. Now we're going to go out and we're going to find people in another demographic who are very, very similar and have a lot of the same habits. They watch a lot of the same videos. They do a lot of the same things as your core audience, okay? So sorry for my elementary drawing right here with my mouse, but that is what a similar audience is. This group of people right here feel, look, do a lot of the same things as this group of people right here. Okay, that's what building a similar audience is. Now, let me take you into the Google Ads, actual Google Ads of my very own, and I'm going to show you what that audience looks like. Now we are in my personal Google Ads account for my main channel, which is my Hawaii channel. And so what you see here is a bunch of audience segments because I already have this linked, okay? I already have it linked. I'm going to show you how to link it in just a second, but you can see here in the Google Ads section that I'm already building a lot of these audiences. I'll go through this with you in just a second. Let's head over to the YouTube channel and see where to do that. Now you're looking at the back end of my Hawaii channel, and I already went and clicked the settings gear on the bottom left of the YouTube studio. As long as I haven't updated it, it should still be down there on the bottom left, right above send feedback, the settings gear. In the settings, I'm going to go to channel, which is my second tab down. You can see basic info. Now we're going to go to advanced settings. Okay. In the advanced settings, here we can see that we're going to go ahead and go down, and there's a spot right here that says Google Ads account linking. You're going to click link account and follow those instructions. If you don't already have a Google Ads account set up, then you're gonna want to go ahead and set that up because you're going to need your account number to make these things link. And again, you can do this for your ads channel as well, and then any other channels if you want to use any other channel audiences for this, okay? But this is where it's going to be at. Now let's head back over to Google Ads. Back in Google Ads, you can see that I've got a ton of different audiences right here. And now, as I mentioned, I'm going to go ahead and zoom this in right here. You can see that it says similar to YouTube viewers of Living in Hawaii channel. That's what I named it, all right? Now, Again, these are going away and you will no longer be able to use these. YouTube and Google automatically build these for you. There's no control over it really, but these are going to go away August of 2023. They just want you to use the feature in the campaign, okay? They don't necessarily want to build another similar audience. So this is going away, but you can see down here, YouTube viewers of Living in Hawaii channel. And you see it's giving me this number. Well, let me click on this and let me show you what's going on here. So it says YouTube viewers Living in Hawaii channel. That's just what I named it. It said viewed any video from a channel. Now that I have my channels linked, all right, yeah, I have them linked to my Google Ads account. It says segment members. So when you first create your audience, it's going to ask you where it's coming from. And then you're going to choose video or YouTube. And then you can choose specific videos. So right now I have it set to any video on my channel. Now, I also do have other specific ones that I'll show you in a second, but any video on my channel. So what this is showing you right here is eligibility. Okay. And now look at the audience size. So if I wanted to run a Google PPC ad and retarget people in search, I have a size of an audience of around 48.9 thousand people that I can retarget specifically in Google PPC search. If I was running a PPC campaign for, let's say, homes for sale in Hawaii, and I was retargeting these people to get them to my CRM IDX website, I could definitely do that. Size of a new YouTube audience. You can see that I've got 131,000 people that I can retarget in this audience. Isn't that powerful? That's huge. That's super powerful. I can retarget these people with an ad like I talked about before, some sort of video to get them back in my ecosystem or have them book that call, right? And then you can also target them in Gmail. I don't recommend using a Gmail ad campaign. These have not been known, especially the way emails get segmented, spammed, all that stuff. I don't recommend this, but these two, super powerful right here. Now, let me show you how you can do a very specific video. I'm going to give you a mini little tutorial right here, right now of how you can do specific videos. Real quick, at the top, you see it says Universal Analytics audiences are moving to Google Analytics 4. So if you don't already have your Google Analytics transition from Universal or UA to GA4 on your website, highly recommend doing that. And then you can also see right here, I said August. It says similar segments will be removed in May 2023 and will no longer be available to add to campaigns and ad groups. You cannot add them to campaigns and groups in May of 2023, but they're fully removing them out of every campaign you have and whatnot in August of 2023. Now, I promised you a quick tutorial, so let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to hit this plus sign right here, and you can see web visitors, app users, YouTube users, customer list, custom combination. That's another time for another video, and for the YouTube ads course for real estate that is coming to CJU here soon, okay? But let's go ahead and look at YouTube viewers. And now you can see how this opened up. And now I'm going to say, let's choose, like, if you're doing your channel, the Living In method, how we teach it at Channel Junkies, you should have playlists of very specific areas, all right, that are in your channel, okay? So you should be building out playlists. So you have your main city, and then you should be building out playlists for these other cities. So let's go ahead. I always like to label mine YouTube viewers, and then let's just choose a city specifically, okay? Now it says search or select a YouTube channel. You can see, hey, look, ads channel is connected. My organic channel is connected. Let's choose organic channel. You see it says any video. You can choose certain videos, any video as ads. So if I was retargeting anybody who watched an ad on my other channel, could do that. View certain video as ads. Subscribe to the channel. Anybody who has subscribed to the channel, anybody who actually visited the channel page, anybody who liked any video, add any video to a playlist, or shared any video. I can retarget these people right here. So I'm actually going to choose certain videos. It says in the past 30 days, I would definitely make this as large as possible. YouTube usually lets you go up to, I believe it's 540, and they'll correct me if I'm wrong because they change everything all the time. Now it says search or paste the URL. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm going to choose Eva Beach. And now it pulled up every video that is in my Eva Beach playlist. And you can see the views here. So I can just click it and it'll start adding them there, right? So is it a good time to buy a house? Marine Corps base is not. I said Eva Beach, and some of these are a little bit finicky and it's not correct. You can also grab the URLs straight from your channel and it will go ahead and bring them right up. Let me get rid of the word beach, and that should be able to dial it in there because beach is in a lot of my videos. Yep. So I can just start grabbing every one of these videos, anybody who's watched any of these videos in the past, it says 540 days. Again, I believe that's how much, unless they just recently changed it, then I will adapt to it. But for now, we can just go ahead and roll with those. But this is, again, how you can choose any of those specific videos, okay? Now, what I'm going to come do, it says pre-fill options. Choose between pre-filling the segment or starting with an empty one. Pre-fill segment with the people who matched the rules in the past 30 days. You want to go ahead and do that. And then description, this is if you want to add a more specific description. I'm going to say people who watch any video about Eva Beach. This is just more so for me, and I can hit continue. And now what it's going to do is, usually something else will pop up right here, but this audience is not going to be ready like right away. So now you can see in here, YouTube viewers, Eva Beach. All right. YouTube users, it's rule based. Membership status is open. And now you can see that it says populating. So this does take some time to actually build this audience or populate this audience. So you can't just go make an ad and do it right away. So what I highly recommend doing is doing this first, and that way this thing can build and populate, and then you can film your ad and do the rest of your system and processes here. But that is exactly how you can not only go ahead and link your channels, but how you can choose specific videos. If you ask me, this is really a hidden gem that a lot of people just don't even talk about, because they think, okay, well, if I've already got the audience, they're not going to leave me, right? Wrong. You're wrong there. They very well may, especially if you stall on putting a video up, if you fall out of your consistency, right? Things like that. Again, there's tons of people and tons of other agents coming in and saturating the YouTube space. Whether they're going to succeed or not is up to them and their consistency and how hard they go at it. But this is a way that you can, again, not only remarket to your audience, you can remarket by specific video, and you can also build that similar audience by checking that box in the ad campaign set that says advantage targeting. You want to reach a broader audience. So that right there, homies, is how you can do that. Again, check out Channel Junkies University. We're going to have a full YouTube ads course coming, teaching you everything, sellers, buyers, your channel, all this audience building stuff that we kind of tapped into here. All that and more is coming soon to Channel Junkies University. If you haven't already checked it out, there's the links down in the description below that you can check out. We also have a free 30-minute training, teaches you how we have built over 11 channels around the country doing exactly the living in method. And now we are trying to amplify all of that success to dominate our very specific markets. Stay tuned and check out some of these videos right here that are going to pop up for you, teaching you more how to grow your business.